I'm sorry for forgetting who you are, who you were, and especially for who you are going to become. It's very important that we remember ourselves and remember the other people, in that we can become more than who we are. Our potential is bigger than our current environment. It's very important that we keep that in mind in our perspective, our mindset, and our paradigms while we live our lives. We should not be so close-minded to think that the people around us are only as they appear. And we shouldn't really try to own people either. For the girls out there, for the women out there, I'm sorry whenever I feel like that I should want you because I can't have everybody, even if I try to. And some people can have a lot of people, they can have a lot of money, they can have a lot of things, but we shouldn't be so controlling and so selfish, and we shouldn't really covet after everything. We shouldn't have the lust from the the lust of the eyes and our mind, and we shouldn't be so focused on getting what we want right away. The instant gratification is so consuming, but we forget, like if I'm a man, I forget that the girl I'm looking at can become somebody's wife and not mine. And it's very important to remember that just because I want it doesn't mean I need it, and just because I want it, it doesn't mean that I can have it. And for the man, I'm sorry whenever I think that I know you and think that you're incapable of being a man, of being a leader, of doing what you gotta do. You know, I'm here and I'm trying to confront people and help people, but at the same time I gotta give people some space, some room, some grace, some love, some forgiveness, some mercy, all those good things like that. I gotta be more patient. I gotta be ready to just love people more a little bit. Give it more time, give it more space, give people more time and space in general. And I'm sorry, I apologize when I'm still stuck in the moment, and when I'm stuck in the moment and stuck in the past and dwelling in the past and in the moment, but too in the moment in a negative way, in a bad way. And I'm sorry about that, and I ask you to forgive me, but at the same time I understand if you can't forgive me, because obviously it's not really required, and it's something that people can't really do, and obviously I don't deserve it. And I need to realize how important it is to treat people with more of an eternal perspective, because we are not who we are. We're more than that. Who we are in the moment is only who we are for the moment. But it's very important to see past the moment, to see past the mountains of the circumstances and the trials, the journeys, the adventures that we have in our lives. Our lives are full of mysteries and adventures and really interesting things that we love and we hate, and those things make us who we are. But who we are and who we are to be, it's in the future, and it's more in eternity, and it's something that we can't totally grasp. We try, but we're not there yet, and we are not perfect, and therefore we don't really know who we are and who we can become. But we gotta try our best to see people and to see ourselves as a more finished product, because then we can respect people more and realize that, if you make a mistake, it's a mistake, it's bad. You may need to suffer consequences, but at the same time, it's okay. Absolutely okay to some extent. Like, very, very important. This is very important. Like, we got to have some kind of balance, some kind of relationship and balance with this ability to have this perspective. We gotta have perspective, this attitude, this character, this integrity to really understand people, to understand that who we are is based on who we were, and if we want to help other people, we need to understand who we were and who the other people were, and to try to sympathize, empathize, and try to help people become who they need to become, and at the same time, we need to try to realize who they are becoming or who they can become before we jump to too many judgments and assumptions and stereotypes, and before we become too biased and close-minded and sexist and all these different things that we may do with our mind and with our bodies, in our lives, in our habits and lifestyles. We gotta try to stop ourselves and stop those cycles of thinking. And that's why I say I'm sorry, because I get stuck in those perspectives and those things that I do, that we all do to some extent. We all do it, and we all we have to stop the mouse wheel. We're like mice of men. We're on the wheels of life. And like insanity, we do the same things over and over. And that's insanity. It's insane. We're mice on wheels. We're going nowhere. And we're going nowhere fast. And we gotta stop. We gotta change the way we think. And only then can things get better. Things can definitely get better. That's right. Absolutely.